are going to be presenting some activities we've done this week, and campers, we probably need to save elephant toothpaste in cans while we wait for the water to heat up. Anything else can go first though. So is there a group who wants to volunteer to go first? All right, I think it looks like Aaliyah's group is pretty excited. So we have Aaliyah. It's okay.
Hello. Oh, it was unexpected. I will be talking about catapults. And we made catapults. Addie went the farthest. How do you raise your hand? Oh, that. And this is a basic design for a catapult. What you do is, I'm going to be reconstructing. Come on. Well, as I'm taking this apart, I will tell you a little bit more about the catapults that we were launching marshmallows off of. We made them out of popsicle sticks, a spork. This one's not a spork, still. And rubber bands. Some of them were big rubber bands, some of them were small, and some of the popsicle sticks were really big, and some of them were small. So how we built it is you could put like 4 or 5. This is a basic design. You could put like 4 or 5 of these just here, and then you could put a little one here. And this one's red because I know that one on top, because that's our launching one. And then you put the little rubber band here, like at the bottom, and you wrap it right there so that you can have more tension so that it'll go farther. That's not how I built mine, but some other people did that. Next, we wrap a rubber band around the middle so that it doesn't just go. There. Thanks. And then you slide this fork or a spoon. Personally, I like sporks better. But through here, through the little front part here. Sometimes this is hard to do. I probably should put the spork on first, but it's kind of easier to attach the rubber band if the spork's not on. And then we have our marshmallow, our test subject. So you hold it like this, and you pull back on the thing, and then you go like this.
I did not hear that. You can be much louder.
And it blows in.
Very nice.
The water is heated up in the can that turns from a liquid into a gas.
This changes to atmosphere pressure. When the can dumps in cold water, the pressure changes again very quickly. The atmosphere in the can suddenly has a much lower pressure than the atmosphere outside.
Yes. Ready?
Yeah.
Oh man. All right. Well, we'll try again. To go next. That is Layla, Allison, Cole, and Oliver.
What we have here is a pendulum. And a pendulum is anything that has weight on a string. So we need about 9 volunteers.
9?
You do? Dad, volunteer. Dad, volunteer. You? Volunteer? 3.
I'll take a picture.
I don't have. So what you're gonna do is think move it side to side, back and forth, or berserk. Think that. Don't move your hand. I need you to see if they're cheating. So go. So do you know how this is happening? Well, when your brain thinks to move side to side or whatever you're doing, it's automatically gonna tell your hand to move. And so it may not seem like it's moving, but it is. And that's what pendulums are. They're really easy to make. All you need is string and anything that has weight to it. Do that one. So that's the pendulum.
This is the bridge.
That Alexander made. About the bridge. Why is triangles this? Why is triangles the strongest shape? It's because they have less sides, which means they have less sides, so they will not compress. As for a square, it moves any shape. What were some of the methods we used to build our bridges? Well, we used triangles and we added on to the triangles, like right here, and we just kept building the triangles and put them together. How many cards did your bridges hold? Mine held 7. Mine holded 1.
Mine held 6. Why do bridges sometimes have to be blown up? It's because if they get too weak or too old, they can fall into the river or with the cars. So they have to be imploded into the river or lake. Why do bridges have to? Why do bridges implode rather than explode? Because whenever you explode, things go out, and when things implode, things crush together and fall down.
Is that it?
Yeah.
All right.
This is Jake, David, Joaquin, Sam, and Addie.
I think you already pronounced our name.
And what we're going to talk about is
This. Okay.
what is a hovercraft? Well, a hovercraft is a vessel that uses air to lower friction on the surface, on the bottom. So if I just push this across the table, it would use friction and it wouldn't move.
Yeah, and if he blew it up, it would just, and let go of it, it would just keep on sliding without you pushing it.
Just do it. We made a CD hovercraft. As you can see, it's made out of a CD, hot glue, and a water bottle.
And you need hot glue to glue the water tank.
This should be done by the parents.
Yes, it should. Yeah, and you can decorate it with Sharpies.
on this side. Yeah. How it works is you open a water bottle by blowing it. You blow on the bottom of the CD. The balloon inflates, and once you've gotten the balloon to inflate as big as you want it, then you just close it, and no air comes out. Then you put it on the ground, gently open it, and watch it go.
And it's similar to a hockey.
Air hockey. Air hockey when there are tiny there are tiny little holes in the board that blow air up. So when you put the puck on, it lowers the friction, so you can bat it around and
Skee balls
play
are
the
the
game.
same thing like that.
Except bigger.
Yeah.
First, we will pack one of our marble roller coasters called a double drop. These roller coasters were very hard to create because we powered them by gravity and momentum. We had to have drops every so often to keep the marble going fast. Another challenge was that we had a limited supply of cardboard and tape. You can tell that this was very challenging, but a very fun project. Well, I'm volunteering for. Well, I'm not volunteering. I'm talking about the egg drop, which is we made egg parachutes and put eggs in a box, and the parachute would go on the box. And then normally you would think we would just like stand on a table and something would drop there. But this was way more challenging because we were dropping them off the roof. But so we had to make a powerful parachute so that it would land safely. But actually, my test subject Bert did not survive.
I'm sorry for your loss. You don't have to use parachutes. We had this, and we had a limited supply of stuff that we had to fit in a box, and we could only get one amount of each, and so we put it in a box and they dropped. Most of them were successful except for two. Which one of them was Bert? Sorry, I didn't know it.
The oobleck is a non-Newtonian fluid because it's both a liquid and solid. When you apply pressure to the oobleck, it is hard. When you leave it alone, it turns back into a liquid.
You could fill up a pool with oobleck and run across it as long as you kept moving fast enough. The word non-Newtonian came from Isaac Newton.
The oobleck, if you put blue coloring into the water, it will look like this. But the only reason it doesn't look dark blue is because the cornstarch is white to make it look brighter.
All right.
Alfred's toothpaste is made with lots of stuff. Then you can add food coloring and it makes it a certain color. And when you add yeast, it kind of blows up and comes out like toothpaste.
Anybody else have anything to add? So the first ingredient is the one that's toxic. You can't touch it. You want to hold the bottle for me because it's not very sturdy. There you go. Teamwork. So you guys remember what this is? Would you like to tell the audience? Suddenly you're all so shy. I heard somebody whisper it. What is it?
peroxide?
Yep, this is peroxide. And the really strong kind works better than what you can buy at the store. So this is actually the kind you can get at a UD supply store. 20 volume, 12%.
No, why?
All right, so next ingredient, you guys remember?
Done.
Yep, squirt some in there. Somebody want to squirt some in there?
Can I do it?
It's kind of tall for you. You can be my mixer. Just a squirt. Yeah, let's do some. More better. All right, that's good. Okay, and then McKenna, do you remember what this stuff is?
Yeast.
Yeast. Yep. Somebody want to tell them what yeast does? Why we add the yeast?
It makes it rise.
Yep. It makes it rise just like bread. So you just dissolve some yeast in some hot water. The hotter the better, then it dissolves better. And then you can also add,
Food coloring.
and that just is to make it look cool. But it serves no scientific purpose. And then hopefully this will work. Sometimes it turns out to be a dud, but we'll see. You guys ready? Oh. Is it deading? Did I grab the wrong yeast? No, I didn't. It's the right yeast. It's not doing
You
it.
shake it up like Emily swirled around. That's what we had to do last year to get it to react.
No. I do. I always have stuff on my fingers. So something to notice, hopefully if it works, we'll see that the amount is going to increase. Something to think about is it really increasing or is it just changing in some way? And maybe our campers can explain what's going on. All right, I mixed this really good. Let's hope it works. Whoa. Let's try and see if mixing it can do anything.
Nope.
No, I don't know what the problem is.
Put my yeast. Put my yeast.
Why don't you, did you tell them what's supposed to happen?
Well, it's supposed to foam up. It's working. It's starting to foam.
It's supposed to go right away and just kind of almost like,
It's
oh, it is.
going.
There it goes. Finally.
And that was it.
Anybody want to explain why it does that? Anybody from a different group want to explain why it does that? Oh, what? You want to now? The chemicals are reacting and it's creating, it's expanding because it's got more oxygen in it now. So there's not any more liquid, there's just more oxygen in the liquid and it's now overflowing out of the bottle.